know that joy comes in the morning light. So I'll march on to a new song, 'cause I've been marching to that old one way too long. And I gotta move on and take new steps every day, 'cause I know there is got to be another way, and a brighter day. So I march on. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Pure Live. It is Friday night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, and you are exactly where you're supposed to be. I took these off because, the glare, you don't know if I'm looking at you or not. Anyway, you know how we do. If you've seen the show before, we do our sponsors first. So here we go. All right, yes, sir. Y'all know every time I talk about them, I speak about them like they are the greatness, and that is because they are. Uh, hey, family. Um, uh, this organization is powerful. The reason I say this is because there is a sisterhood that happens. They help you get organized, they help you get focused, they promote you. Anything that you're trying to do, they help you to get there step by step. There are classes, courses, all kinds of experts that are involved in this organization. So you really need to get up on it if you're not up on it now. Get with the program. All right. And now we're moving on to Motives Cosmetics. And before I play this, I just want you to know this is the latest that I've gotten, this Motives Cosmetics. So this is setting spray. This is what I have on today. So I'm looking. Okay, working that makeup. I wear them every single week that I do the show. And this is giving like everything. So y'all need to get on this, go to my website. But here we go. Yes, honey. And of course, we want to talk about the Abella eyewear. That's what I was wearing in the beginning. These are my blue blockers because my job has me on the screen all the time. And these are very, very helpful. And of course, they got them shades, like represent and keep it real. They are very, very stylish. And you can go on my website, hjamal.com or .net, and you go, there's my Motives Cosmetics and Abella Eyewear. Abella Eyewear, you get 30% off. You're welcome. Now, we are going to introduce, maybe reintroduce to some, my youngest brother, Elijah Jamal.
Hey,
Hey!
hey,
What up, what up, what it do?
what it do, what it does.
Today, y'all, he is gonna co-host with me. This is not an interview situation, like semi-interview, but not an interview
Mhm, mhm.
situation because your boy is gonna be asking questions and stuff too. So, if you have any questions for either one of us, that's right, I said either one of us, leave them in the comments. We will respond. I promise you. So, hey, how you been? How you
Hey,
doing?
I be doing and stuff.
You be
How
doing
you
this
been?
stuff. I've been. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you
I've
been
been.
too.
I've been.
Uh-huh.
And I'm doing.
Right. There we go. There
There
it
you
is.
go. Oh man, I'm exhausted. But so here's the thing. Me and Elijah both have been doing the doggone thing. Okay. Elijah is out there singing, performing on a regular. He's writing, he's producing. You'll hear some of his music on commercials, on movie trailers, in movies. I mean, I ain't trying to give him no big head already. You know, it's already big, so I don't want to get it any bigger, No.
Wow.
But, I'm so proud of my baby brother. I really am.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you, baby. So what I'm wondering, like, okay, so let's take it back a little bit, and we're gonna talk through together. Hey,
Hmm.
Royce, what is up? I miss
Hey,
you. I miss you. I hope I see
what's
you
going on,
soon.
brother?
So let's take it to the beginning. So just in case y'all don't know, we come from a musical family. It is not
Hmm.
just me and Elijah. We're not anomalies in the situation. It's not like we came out and like, oh, y'all not doing music? Well, let me show you. That's not how it went down at all. So why don't you start off, Elijah, explain what your view on how this went down?
How it went down. I mean, it started with our parents, um,
Did
mom
it?
and dad.
Did it start with our
Well, I mean, I'm talking about with me. Hello.
Oh, okay.
You want me
Okay.
to go back? Well, in the beginning, there was a boy. No, yeah, I mean, well, I know with Dad's story. I mean, he's told this story. We got Aunt Abby, um,
Abby
but I
Lincoln, just so y'all don't
Aunt
know.
Abby Lincoln, right? But I mean, it really for me started with mom and dad and children's choir. When
Oh.
you got voluntold to sing,
Did you hear
whether
that word you
you,
said?
yeah,
Voluntold.
where
Mhm.
you whether you wanted to or not. um and then we just kind of we grew up into it. That's just what it was. And it all started in church. Father Abraham had many sons.
And many sons had Father Abraham.
Amen. I was trying to
Okay.
think of this one place I remember we used to go to. It was almost like a summer church program type thing, and they would sing "Clap Your Hands, all ye people."
Oh
Sing, da, da,
yes.
da, da.
Oh
Yeah,
my
remember that?
gosh.
Remember that?
AME is
Is that
AME
what it was
Church.
called?
Yeah, I
Okay.
forget the full title, but it was AME Church. And it was by Pastor Robert Andrews, our uncle. And yes, we went there. Clap your hands, all the people, shout to God with the voice of triumph.
There it
Yes.
is. That's what the word. That's what the word was. Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah. So like, I mean, it was in there. Like just from the roots, and then there was no escaping it. But not that we were trying to, at all. It
No,
was uh,
that was the life.
that became the part of the language, the connection.
Absolutely. Yep, we definitely started in church. My first solo was at 4 years old.
What was the
Um,
song?
Okay, so it was a song. I know it was CC and BB Winans,
Okay.
and I sang with our father, Reverend Aaron Jamal,
Oh.
and my part was I don't remember the whole thing, but I know I did something like, "When I lay me down to sleep, I pray the Lord my soul to keep." And yes, I did do that
Okay.
at 4.
I was gonna say I don't remember that, and then I just realized I was like at 4. I don't know if I was born yet, but I was like I was either just born
Good
or I
point.
wasn't. So I was like, I don't remember you singing those, and I'm like, I know why
That
now.
makes
I know
sense.
why.
Yes.
I was
Just in
like,
case y'all didn't pick up on that, we are 4 years apart.
yeah,
Yes. My
4
kids
years
thought he
apart.
was older than me. I don't know what was going on there. But
Yeah, they don't pay attention.
I think it's because he's taller. That's all. That's
Yeah,
all.
kids are weird.
Yeah, they are. But yeah, so it all started in the church. But here's what's interesting, and of course I want you to weigh in on this.
Hmm.
So we grew up in this stuff, right? This is what we do. This is what we listen to on a regular basis. It was gospel, 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 gospel. I mean, if we even tried to listen to some other things other than gospel, depending on what it was, the parents was like, what are you listening to? Is that what we do in this house? I don't think we do. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, but we did, listen to some old school stuff, that my parents felt was safe for us
Hmm.
to listen to. So here's what I want to know. A lot of people assume that is that supposed to be Temptations? I think that's what you meant. You
I
forgot.
need I need some.
You
I need the
forgot a
rest of
couple
the
letters,
letters. I need the rest of the
right?
letters.
Oh, okay. There we go. Temptations.
Okay,
Like
there we
I can,
go.
I can do it. Yes, I can. But so a lot of people had this idea in their head about gospel music. You
Hmm.
know, it was like in their minds, it was "Walk with me, Lord,
Yes. Walk with them.
walk with me," and that was it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You better sing it. Um, but uh, gospel has been so versatile during our period. Me and Elijah are both millennials, just in case y'all was wondering. You probably weren't, but I told you anyway. You're welcome. But so with us knowing about all the different types of gospel music, we had our own dance team,
Hmm.
which was dope. And I wasn't, the only choreographer, whether I was the best one or not. We can discuss that later. But
You were the
uh,
main one, so we'll just
I,
leave it at that.
okay, all right, cool. Uh,
Hmm.
but young Elijah Jamal right here was definitely one of the choreographers as well. So, what was your, how was your mindset when it came to gospel music as a whole at the time?
It was pretty much all I knew. So, I mean, I started my first, yeah, the first song I ever wrote was gospel, I think. Show Me the Right Way. I think that was the first song I ever wrote.
Mm.
Remember that? Show me the right way. Yeah. Um, that's how it sounded too, just like that. Show me the right way. That's how I would sing. Um,
with the tilt head.
yeah, with the turn. Yeah, I was like 6, 7, and so that's. I
Wow.
mean, that's just what I knew, and because we would try to find our own kind of youthful sounding versions of gospel. Um, I think it was helpful to just kind of build on the creativity, you know.
Mhm.
But I mean, only thing I listened to at that age, besides from gospel, was oddly jazz. And I don't mean like jazz like Miles Davis. I mean like smooth jazz like Kenny G. Like I thought he was
Oh.
the stuff. Don't for people that are real jazz people, don't you judge me on that. I'm just saying that's what I grew up listening to. And it's because my bus driver when I was in first grade, that's what he would play. And I was like,
Hmm.
I like this. This is kind of nice. What station is that? And so that was the only thing I listened to besides gospel. So I kind of just immediately
Gospel
went
and
to
jazz.
old soul um, very young age. Yeah, gospel and jazz. That was my stuff. That was my stuff. I
Mm-hmm.
would go to sleep listening to jazz music and gospel.
See.
So like that being the culture that I guess we kind of shaped and grew up in, especially with Take Six because of the the harmonies and stuff. Um,
Yes.
I remember it's funny because when you think about in general your day, I don't know if people think about or remember the actual travel a lot. And the reason I say that is because I remember the car rides where we would hear certain songs. And I remember
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, this is a Take Six kind of day. Or this is a Fred Hammond kind of day. Oh, this is a Do You Want a Revolution, Kurt Franklin kind of, and that's the trip. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the
Right.
trip. Like we all and it's hard to do that now with technology because it's like everybody got the headphones in, you listen to whatever you want. But it was like there
Mm-hmm.
was one person playing the music and we was all listening to the music. And because we sing, then it's like we gonna find our parts and we would sing songs that we never actually like performed, but it's like we just knew it because that's what we would listen to on our way to church, and
Yeah.
on our way back home, on our way to school. This is what we were listening to. It was so in a way, I think didn't realize how much it was giving us a bond because when you're doing something and you're listening to something together, that means something. Just like watching movies together. We had our movies that we watched, and we talk about those inside jokes that we have. That only comes
Yes.
from doing stuff together. And we used to watch
Mhm.
when we watched movies. We watched movies. It was like
Right.
this is the
Like
movie we're
we
gonna watch
learned it.
for November. When the Matrix came out, that was the movie. If there was a movie to be played, it was the Matrix. And until we got all of the lines down, there was no moving on. Like it was that we like
Mhm.
everyone just we had our movies.
Tombstone.
Tombstone came. We
I'll be
actually
your
shouldn't have been watching
Huckleberry.
Tombstone. That
We
that
really
wasn't
shouldn't
supposed to.
have.
That
But
wasn't supposed to
anyway.
happen. I mean, to be fair, that it actually happened at someone else's house. We won't say who, but that's where it started. It wasn't really on our parents, but but we know it now. So the point is, it's stuff like that,
Right.
And then when the Temptations came out, forget it. Like it was just, and that was the thing. Like we literally had it taped,
Are
recorded,
you
and we would
sure?
watch these movies, right? And so, all those things, like it was all about cultivating this culture of togetherness,
Mm,
and music played the biggest part, in my opinion. Music and well, I would say music more than church, to be honest, because you got a lot of people that had the church part where they all went to church together, but you didn't have that music part where they actually interacted.
that is a very good point. We
That's
we
my
learned
thought.
we learned the songs together as
Hmm.
family. It definitely helped that our parents were singers before we came about. So it was like we were birthed into a choir. That's what it was. It's
Right.
like immediately, you're our child, you will sing. That's
That's
how we
it.
did
Right.
that. And we did a lot of harmony things. And then, of course, our parents did introduce us. It wasn't just gospel. We were introduced to other things like Earth, Wind, and Fire. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? A little Shaka, a
But I feel like
little.
all those things came a little bit like later. Like it didn't
Yes.
start off until after we moved to Colorado.
Yeah.
Um, and like even when the Temptations came on, it was like I knew of some of the stuff because I knew of some of the stuff. But after that happened, all of a sudden this Temptation CD bust out.
Right? I
And it
know.
was
Like, where did
like,
that
okay,
come
so
from?
all right, I was like, wait a minute, this has been here the whole time. You did not just get this CD.
Right.
And then we was playing that, and then it was just like,
It
okay,
was
so now it's
just
Temptation time. Now I need to know
imagination.
everything about
Right.
everything. And
Hmm.
so I was like, I feel like it was kind of a gradual thing. It was like, all right, so we're gonna ease into the Temptations, and then we'll slide in some other things.
You're
Um,
very welcome.
right.
This is our mother, by the way. I know this is
Hmm.
mom all the way.
Yeah. But that's the thing. It's like it was very gradual. Like it wasn't like it was pretty much if we was listening to music, it was gospel. And then I think the Temptations helped. It was like, all right, I guess we'll give you guys something else. And then, it just kind of went from there. But uh I think that was so important in us learning more. about
Hey,
those roots. Hey,
Natasha.
what up, fam? Us learning about the roots is some of the things that they grew up listening to,
Shout out,
right?
mom.
Shout out
Yeah.
to moms for sure, because I mean all those things, and then even finding out that we were related, to David Ruffin and the Temptations, as that's like I need to know more. I gotta,
Right?
we got to dive in a little deeper on that too.
Trying to
So
tell
I
you.
think that all those things, um, as far as music goes. So it wasn't just the gospel, but also we didn't grow up really doing a lot of the traditional stuff. Like I didn't have to do walk with me. I didn't have to really learn that until after we moved back to Chicago,
Right.
right? And then got into the
Mm-hmm.
children's choir. Actually, it was because of something you did. It was
It was
it
something.
was that event. I think it was that event you did, like
Oh,
the
we did
right.
a Black History Month event, and
Yep.
we were dealing with the history, the true
Mm-hmm.
history,
Yep.
and where we came from, kings and queens. You absolutely right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And
It was that
that was a
event.
song that I was given to do. Yeah. So that was all
Mm-hmm.
you. That was all you. And so like we grew up with our like old school was like Fred Hammond,
I
versus
know, isn't that
Mahalia
funny?
Jackson. Right. Ours, there was like, Mahalia Jackson, and it was like, say what now? I know let the
Man.
praise begin, but you say what now?
Right. I was like, oh, precious Lord, that's where that came from.
Precious. I was like,
Oh,
oh, the first time well, I was gonna say in that movie, a song to sing about, I think was the first time I heard Precious Lord.
okay.
But it's
Oh,
possible because I either heard it then or
somebody
I heard it
sing
right around that
about.
time. Right. But it was like it was
Mm-hmm.
a lot of stuff. And like when I Blessed Assurance, that was like I learned
Oh,
that version.
oh,
Right.
I miss you singing that so much. You
Oh,
killed
thank
that
you.
song,
I,
Elijah.
I mean, he killed it, so I was like, I'm trying to be like him. But
Well, you was like, this is how we
thank you,
do
thank
it,
you.
like for real.
Yes, I mean, it's still one of my favorites to sing. But so like, we still grew up with a newer version of the older stuff that they were doing. And then Granny,
Mhm.
she was like, no, we're gonna do the old stuff.
Yes,
We're gonna do it the old
yes.
way. And I remember her like one night, her teaching Gina, I think Precious Lord, and like sing it like this, and like just all the stuff, and
Yeah, and Amazing Grace.
Amazing Grace. And so that even her being able to sing, that was a way to connect.
Mm-hmm.
That was a way
Absolutely.
to so I mean, it was even though when we
She
think
didn't like
about her,
accompaniment though.
no, she ain't. She like, this is what I'm doing. Okay. I ain't following y'all and you ain't following me. So this is it. And
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. I ain't mad at it, man. What I would give to see that, again.
Yes.
But yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I'm thinking. So that's cool. Like your first solo was when you were 4.
Oh wow.
I don't even my first solo was probably the Children's Choir at Praise Center.
Okay. Okay. So then that have made you around
7.
seven-ish. Yeah.
Hmm. I don't know what the
Mm-hmm.
song was, but I'm pretty sure I had part. I think it was a DC Talk song
Really?
that mom had given me a part in. I think,
That's a
I
possibility.
think, but I
And
don't
y'all
remember
don't
like
sleep
that.
on that DC talk. If you into gospel music, but like maybe you're not into the churchy stuff, and you kind of like either alternative
Alternative,
rock
yeah,
or with a hip hop ish, old school hip hop ish, whatever, old school
yeah.
alternative. Check out DC Talk. I'm trying to tell you, we knew all of them,
We knew all of them.
all
Yeah,
of them. Now my
yeah.
kids know some of the DC Talk.
That's
So
cool. That's cool, especially if they actually like it.
yeah, yeah,
But
that's why they know it. Because otherwise, they're gonna be like, "Mom, really?"
yeah, they're like,
Mm,
we're gonna pass.
yeah.
We're gonna move on from that. So yeah, but
So real quick, because we get into that middle part, and I ain't trying to switch up yet until we address something, and that
okay.
is we grew up in the gospel, right? We grew up in the church. That's where we got our soul from and everything. How
Mm,
did how did it feel? Because you started off writing gospel music. How did
mm-hmm.
it feel to start writing secular music? I mean, you were pretty young starting that, so did it feel
I will.
weird?
I started writing secular like around the same time I started writing gospel, like maybe a year later, I started writing secular, but it was just like little random, I don't even remember stuff.
Mm.
So it wasn't something I was serious about. I always thought I'd be a gospel singer.
Okay.
I didn't start like really, really writing secular until after I went to college, because that's where the devil is. And he, no, just playing. Where the
He play,
heathens
y'all. He play.
are found. No, so it was when I got to college that I joined a singing group, and we all had church backgrounds, but it was definitely a stronger emphasis on R&B, and so that kind of really started me as far as like not just writing whatever songs, but actually singing and being more intentional with writing stuff like that. And a part of me always thought like, okay, well, I'll just do this while I'm in the group, and then when I do my own solo thing, eventually, I'll just go right back to the gospel, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, right, yeah. No, college would turn you out. If I wasn't too busy, like and like legit was just I was too busy. It was like schoolwork, work, and that was
Mm-hmm.
my schedule. 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. I was pretty much just working.
So Elijah
But
said, I just didn't have time to go that
I didn't
route.
have time to be a heathen. I just didn't. I couldn't do it. I was like, guys, I know Friday night, that's when I'm booked. I'm working at McDonald's. Those fries aren't gonna heat themselves, So I'm sorry, I'm kind of killing the game on the register right now. I'm like MVP in drive through, so I just can't come to the party. I can't do it. I'm
You
on
can't
duty.
handle it. It
You
is
know what
what
I'm
it is.
saying? So I
All
can't.
right.
I mean, legit, that happened. And
Wow.
side story, once they had gotten an opportunity for us to perform. I can say
Mhm.
this years later now. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but um, and they
Oh.
called and came up with an excuse. They legit called my job and came up with an excuse for me to leave my job just so I could go and to this to do
Oh
this
no.
performance. And I was like, I told y'all I was working. And it was like, yeah, I just got to call. My manager comes. He's like, I just got to call that your, so and so has passed. And I was like, what? What's happening? And your brothers are coming to come and get you. And I'm like, we didn't talk about any of this. When was this story conceived? And how important is this gig? I don't even remember it. But so it
Oh
only
my
happened once. I
goodness.
mean, yeah. So that was when I
That's
started
deep.
the secular,
That's what they had to
if you
do
will,
though. They had to
the
kill one of
secular.
us off.
They No, it wasn't. It was the thing was, I think they said it was my grandfather, and by that time, the only
Oh,
grandfather that I had that known of had already passed.
right.
So it wasn't
So
like
you're like, oh, okay,
I
someone's
was like, I mean,
lying.
like I guess you kind of picked the right one, but still, I wish I'd have known about it. You could have told me.
All right.
Like I didn't agree to any of this. It was just like I can't be like, oh no, I'm good. I'm gonna stay here and work. Because I don't like what I'm gonna say in that situation. What do you do? What do you do? Your manager is telling you. It's not like this. All right, we're gonna call and tell. He was like, hey man, I got some bad news to tell you. Your grandfather's, and I'm like, my grandfather. Did you just find him? Did they just who? So, anyways, secular music, right? Um, secular. That's where that's college is where that started, and legit when after I would get out of classes in between classes, I would go into this little piano room and just practice until it was time to go to work. And
Okay.
one of my friends at my job was like was going to the same school as me, and he said, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "No, I'm just here practicing." And he said, "You should come to the cafeteria. There's some people in here playing on the grand piano, singing. And you should come through and like, show them what you got." And I was like, "Oh, okay." My whole time being there, one, I never hung out in the cafeteria because it just felt weird. And then
Oh.
two, I never saw anybody playing on the grand piano. So I'm
Hmm.
like, all right, let me go ahead and check it out. So I go over there, check it out, and there's someone playing on the keys, and I guess it comes up like, do you play? And I was like, yeah, I mean, I play a little bit. So I get on and I play and I sing Ribbon in the Sky, which is
Oh,
one of the first songs I ever learned how to play and
okay.
sing. And that was
Show off.
basically it. That uh-huh.
Mhm.
Anyways, so that's basically how that transpired. But that transition, honestly, when it started, I didn't know it was going to continue. You know what I mean? Like I thought
Mm,
I would always kind of go back to the gospel thing when I did my own thing. And then as time progressed, um, one of the things about music for me as a creative, especially when it came to gospel music, I never wanted to force it.
mm,
And I would
mm,
remember there would be times where I would sit down and be like, I want to write a gospel song, like something really just,
mhm.
and I couldn't think of nothing. But it's like,
Like gospel,
can I
gospel,
get a
gospel.
chord? Can I get something? So
Gospel.
it just became like, if it's something that came out, then it came out. But otherwise, I just kind of had to go with what I was feeling at the time.
Mm,
And what would be quote unquote secular, I guess, is more what was coming out. But even in me writing quote unquote non gospel music, I was very cautious to never go too far left. So I never sing about sex. I never talked about drugs. I mean, there's certain things, clubs, that kind of thing. Like it just wasn't my vibe. So I
you
would
want to tell you
still
about
sing
popping
about
them
things.
bottles?
Not a one bottle was popped in any of my songs.
Oh,
Do you know that? Not one
wow,
bottle.
not one
And I got
bottle.
a lot of songs. So for no bottles to be popped, that says a lot, right? I was
Right,
like,
not a
dang,
one,
I
not a half
mean,
a bottle.
not a bottle, not a can of Sprite, nothing. Nothing was cracked open, popped open, nothing. You know what I mean? Out here
Not a Bud Light.
dehydrated because it ain't nothing, just nothing. Ain't no making it rain. It's out here just in the valley. Um None of that in these songs. You hear me? Not one raindrop.
Are you just
Um,
put it on my head?
so I guess that's kind of been my thing. Is like I'm not too far left, and I'm not quote unquote gospel, but I am all about that positivity. You know what I mean?
I feel you. So there's some stuff going on in the chat. I don't know if you can handle that, mom, or not. But if not, I got it. We don't play that mess. Don't drop no stuff that has nothing to do with this show. Okay. You either comment on the show or you get deleted and blocked. That's how we roll. Okay. All right. Moving forward, because that's disgusting. Okay. Um, so you have made so many awesome songs. Again, I am so
Thank
so
you.
so proud of you. So proud of you.
Praise
Um,
God.
thank you, mother. I took care of it. That's what I'm talking about. Because we handle our business in this family. You feel
Okay.
me?
All right.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. Um, and we getting towards the holiday season. Oh, forgive me, because according to Faith, we're in the holiday season.
I mean, we in it. As soon as Thanksgiving come, that's it. That's
Well,
it. It's holiday.
according to Faith, it was like skip Halloween, skip Thanksgiving, Christmas. That's what it's all about.
Mm.
So
Okay.
that's how she felt. So in the spirit of Christmas, we're gonna play this Christmas song that y'all need to get. If you don't have
Yes.
it, what are you doing with your life?
What
Let's
are you
let's handle
doing?
this. Let's handle this. All right, here we go. Elijah Jamal. Let's go.
It's really Really not a lot on my wish list. Had so many come true before. But there's a mistletoe when you walk through the door, send a kiss and I wish I had more. I can't get enough of your love. Of all the holidays, it's my favorite. The time to find a little more joy. Can't see their smiles from my mouth, hope they can't stay a while. Wanna hold them and never let go. I waited for this day so long. Stay for a while. Chestnuts roasted by an open fire, high away in the clouds. Stars shining bright on us. Let's toast the love on Christmas Day. It's a joy to see your face. I wouldn't have it any other way. Plenty of presents under the tree. The greatest gift is right in my arms. Could tie yourself with the bow, take a pose on the floor, and I promise I wouldn't need more. To me, your love is enough. Gather all around for a movie. Family traditions are core. We'll bless the Lord for the meal, and we'll eat till we feel like we can't take another bite. Dessert's ready, get in line. Stay for a while. Chestnuts roasted by an open fire, high away in the clouds. Stars shining bright on us. Let's toast the love on Christmas Day. It's a joy to see your face. I wouldn't have it any other way. Stay for a while. Chestnuts roasted by an open fire, high away in the clouds. Stars shining bright on us. Let's toast the love on Christmas Day. It's a joy to see your face. I wouldn't have it any other way. This is a season for the love and the joy we believe in. Celebrate and reflect on the reason for our hope. Reach in your heart and be kind. Give with a cheer in your eyes. Happiness starts from the inside. Stay for a while. Chestnuts roasted by an open fire, way in the clouds. Stars shining bright on us. Let's toast the love on Christmas Day. It's a joy to see your face. I wouldn't have it any other way. Stay for a while. Chestnuts roasted by an open fire, way in the clouds. Stars shining bright on us. Let's toast the love on Christmas Day. It's a joy to see your face. I wouldn't have it any other way.
I love that song.
Thank you.
I
Thank
can
you.
can't even help it, what I'm saying? You gotta dance to it. And
What's so
as it's brought up, this song is featured in Lifetime's Merry Christmas Baby with Kelly Rowland.
It's Merry Little Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Little Christmas. I was gonna say we're missing a word.
Merry Little Christmas, baby.
Yeah,
Like we're missing
Merry Little
something.
Christmas Baby with Kelly Rowland. Yes.
Yeah, it's
Um,
featured on there. It's also in the Kurt Franklin's Christmas, but you don't really hear it as much as the other one, Merry Little Christmas Baby. But what's
okay.
cool about this song is that like I've gotten some posts throughout the year saying people are like, I just play this song every day. Like I just play it throughout the year, even though it's a Christmas song. It's like I still just be playing it. Someone say they came up with a whole little step and routine to it. And I'm like, that's incredible. That's amazing. And this is
Indeed.
the only Christmas song I've ever put out.
Oh yeah. You're
You know.
right.
Yeah,
And
it's
it
the
is
only
awesome.
it's actually the first Christmas song that I ever wrote and finished. Like I had
Amazing.
started on some Christmas stuff, but I had never actually finished a Christmas song. So it was the first one that I actually wrote and finished. And
And now you got to compete with yourself.
Well, I do have another one that
It
I
does.
wrote with Elliot, my friend, my brother. So we
Big
do have I do have
bro.
another song, yeah, but um, it's a different vibe. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah, love that
Christmas
song.
time.
All right,
Thank you.
y'all. It's a little later in the time, but we got to get this going. You know what we about to play? Find the fake.
There it
Okay.
is.
All
Find it.
right. Oh.
Look for
Um.
it.
Um.
Search.
Oh wow.
Seek. And
And
you shall
Elijah
find.
made it so hard for us that his own family doesn't know which one is the fake.
I had to really
Well,
think about it.
I
But you want to
know.
know what? The hardest part was the true ones.
Oh, well,
I was like, what could I say that they don't already know? But
yeah,
yeah, let's
yeah.
play.
Let's play. And for those of you that are watching via YouTube, this is what I want you to do. Thank you. Subscribe. And if you're watching any other way, follow me, fam. Also, go to my website, asiajamal.com or asiajamal.net. Subscribe to my newsletter. You never know what I got in there. I got a special surprise for y'all. Okay, so let's play Find the Fate, the objective part of the game. What do you have to do? So it's kind of in the title of Find the Fate, but you have to look at the statements that he has given us and figure out which one is the fake. And if you get it right, you may win a prize.
Yes.
Right. So here we go. Now, y'all listen. Other than my husband, Elijah is my best friend. You hear me? I had a hard time with this. You understand? I had to look. I was like, wait, okay, he works out. How many? Okay. All right. Well, how long did he stay at? I mean, this was challenging. So I'm gonna give you guys a chance to guess, and we're gonna flip the script a little bit. So, like I said, we both into some stuff, right? My turn.
Your
Um,
turn. What are you into, Asia? Tell us everything right now
so,
in 2 seconds.
oh, so right here,
Yes.
worship live holiday tour, Friday, December 16th.
Ooh, that's coming up.
Yes, right? Do you see those powerful singers down there? And guess what? That's not even all of them. I'm not playing with y'all. They play these games, okay?
No games played.
Fred Hawthorne, Israel Houghton, Fred Hammond, Pastor Michael. You got to show up to see the other major players in this. You understand? You understand? Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
why are we posting this though? Why are you showing us this, Asia?
I'm showing this to you because I'm singing for him. Hey,
Hey, hey,
vocal. Hey. Oh, by the way,
come through.
mom said dad couldn't guess either. Which one was the fake?
Oh, that's funny.
That makes you rethink your whole life. Like,
Yeah, that's all
dang it,
right.
I should know. But
Right.
yes, so
No,
I'm
don't feel
singing
bad.
background vocals for these
Background vocals. Hold on, real
wonderful.
quick. I
Yeah,
want to know: did you have to audition for this?
no,
So you just like, hey, Fred Hammond, Pastor Mike Jr., Israel. They're like, yeah, let's just go ahead and sing.
no,
And they're like, Asia, we got to get you.
no. So
But what had
first,
happened
was, let me. Yes, exactly, Sherelle. Favor. Hallelujah.
yes.
So I got to give a couple of shout
Boy,
outs.
will. Okay.
Shout out to my sister Gina. Because we already established this favor, right? Okay, so first God Almighty, hallelujah.
Won't he?
Okay. My sister Gina Sperlin. Talk to her connect. So
Connection.
Shout out to Eric Rideout.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey.
He's like, hey, we need a soprano. Say nothing but a word. I got you.
Say
Okay.
less. Say less.
Sherelle knows. I do that soprano. You know, I'm a strong soprano. I'm a first soprano. It's like, yes. So, because I sing with the lows too. I miss y'all. Anyway, so it's just a total blessing. I mean, he's like, so I'm not sure if you want to do this, it's gonna be Fred Hammond. See, all he had to do was stop there, and I was
right.
Okay. You didn't have to tell me nothing else. But he said, so it'll be Fred Hammond, Israel Hardman, Pastor Mike Jr., we're only going to have one rehearsal. So it's on you to learn these songs before this rehearsal. And the rehearsal is the week of the event, by the way.
Oh, okay. It's going to be
okay.
a long rehearsal.
Yeah. And I was like, okay. All right, cool. Yeah, let's do this.
Wait, when did you find out that you were going to be doing this?
I want to say like maybe the week before Thanksgiving.
So basically almost a month before.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Sherelle. She should know because they straight up called me one time when I was singing with them. Was like, hey, we want you to learn this real quick. I promise you 20 minutes away. So I was like, word? I learned it.
It's a little out of mine.
I'm a little time.
Okay. That's crazy.
Yes, I will say that the lows were, in addition to what I've done with my family, the Jamal family, helped me in my preparations and being able to, be ready to go. So I appreciate you guys for that. Thank you. So that's how it went down. And they gave me these songs. So I was like, okay, cool. I know most of these songs. These are great. And they're like, so yeah, we're switching out a few of those. We're gonna do these. And I'm like, okay, it's cool. I got it. They're like, I'm gonna throw these in. And I'm like, come on, man. But I got God on my side. You know what? I can't. So first of all, this is what I need y'all to do. If you want to go and be a part of this wonderful worship experience, this website right here, festivalofpraisetour.com. Hit that up. See, because it is a tour. So it's not just in Chicago. I'm doing 2 of the locations. I'm doing Chicago and Indianapolis. But it's a whole tour. So check it out. See if they're coming to a town near you. And
see if they're coming out here.
Shoes. And for those of y'all that don't know how we get down, I'm gonna play a little. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. So I'm gonna play a little bit of Fred Hammond for y'all, so you can see how we get lit. I said it like that because he called it Sunday, not what we got? Oh, Sunday worship lit. What'd you say, Asia? How did you? Oh, here y'all can see it quick. How did you record? They don't understand. There goes their mom's favorite song right there. Okay, Mom, we're gonna get on that. We're gonna get on that because that's actually pretty cool. And right after this.
All right.
Right after these messages, we'll be right back.
The king is here. Say it. The king is here. The king is here.
Savior, save us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's none above
Sing
you.
it.
There is none beside you. With all we love you. You are true. You came to save us. Help and redeem us. Your love courageous. Yahweh.
Looking back. His blood. Say it. Triumph over the enemy. When in doubt, I'm gonna call his name. He is.
Say great and mighty. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's great and mighty. Savior, save us. Oh, Savior, save us.
Hey! With all we've been through, fear tried to break us, but I trusted in you. Doubt could not break us. We've had to cry sometime, but we always gave you praise. Your love is so divine. You gave the save us. Shout! I believe. Looking back. His blood. Hey, say it. Triumph over the enemy. When in doubt, I'm gonna call his name. He is. Say it. Great and mighty. Say it. Great and mighty. Hey! Savior, save us. Come on, say it. Oh, Savior, save us. Here we go.
And that's where I'm gonna stop it. I know y'all want more.
okay.
I know y'all want more. I know you do. Hey, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey. So are we gonna sing it? Are we not gonna sing it? I'm not gonna tell you our lineup. Show up.
Really?
Okay. Show up and show out. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what's lit. Amen and amen. I love that video too. Better look it up. That was Fred Hammond featuring Gary Edwards. All right, so there you go. Now, to go back to this question,
Mhm.
Elijah came out with an album called Broken Melodies.
Y'all.
And I am singing of one of his songs. Just in case y'all haven't picked up on this, we do not live in the same state. The
No,
question
you're not.
is, how did you record this? Was it in my studio? No, I ain't got one. So not yet. It will happen. Okay. I working on that. I actually used a phone. When I say a phone, a cell phone. Specifically, I used an iPhone, whatever. But I used he knows why I said that. Because I'm Android Nation.
Yeah,
But yes,
boo.
whatever. At the time I had anyway. So I recorded the part that he asked me to. And so what I did was I put it in my ears on my computer, listened to it, and then where my part came in, I recorded it. When I was done recording it, I sent it to Elijah. He put it on the album, and you have to say what happened next because that's your thing.
Okay, well, yeah. After she sent me the file, I uploaded it into the project, locked everything in, and did some EQing, some compressing, and just some cleaning up. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty. It was basically almost as if she had recorded in a studio, and somebody just sent me her vocals. So it was very cool, very convenient, and you would never know listening to it that it was like, oh, this is from a phone.
You
You
never
know,
know.
you would never know that, and that's the beauty of technology.
Amen.
It
It
is.
sounded so good and so clear, and my mother loves that song, and this is why she keeps bringing it up.
Yeah,
Is it because we're both on it? Is that what it is?
I think so.
That
Because
must be what
I'm gonna be
it
honest, I wrote the song. It's like it's not my strongest song. It's not.
is.
It's not. It's cool. I like it, but it ain't. It's not like, oh man,
Just
this
saying.
song right here, this song right here, this song, cuz
She
you
said,
know,
"Sing it, Mom. It's not gonna sound right though. Okay, we
nah,
can't do that."
not gonna sound the
Uh,
same. You can go listen to it. You can go download it. Broken Melodies.
there you go. He must be pretty good at producing. He is.
Oh, thank
Elijah
you.
is a very good producer. Just in case you guys didn't know, the intro for my show is my song. However, it is co-written and produced by no other than Elijah Jamal.
Indeed, indeed.
Okay. Yes, he has a
Mhm.
verse on there. I did not write his verse. I asked him to write his from a male perspective, and he produced the song, and he did that. And it's
Oh,
called March On.
mhm.
Okay, you find March On by Asia Jamal. That's my bro. That's my bro.
And if you just heard the Christmas song, I produced that. So
Yes, he produced the music.
yeah,
Find
for
the
Find the
fake
Fake.
music. You did?
Yeah, we've had this conversation before.
I don't remember. I feel bad. So bottom line is he's dope. Okay. I definitely look forward to what you do next. Are you do you think you're gonna like take a break for a little while? Because you've been doing so many things, or do you think you're ready to get back into the music?
I've been in the music. It's just I've been performing more than I've been writing and singing. So I haven't.
So Sherelle said, "What's the name of the song?"
Understand Me, I believe, from the album
Yeah, bro.
Broken Understand.
On there
All right.
that was featuring Asia Jamal. So
Mhm. Mhm.
yes, I like the song. I do. I do. But that is not the first time we sang together. It would be on my song,
Mhm.
March On.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yes.
that's really nice. I really
Name
like that.
of my song. Yeah, there yes, mother. Yes, March On. So is it on iTunes? Yes, it is on iTunes. It's
Mhm.
everywhere. So
Yeah, it's everywhere.
wherever music is streaming, wherever you can download, it's there. Both of our songs. His whole album, you can find it
Yeah, the whole
there.
album.
Yeah. So that's what's up. This was totally dope. We're at the end of the show. I just want to know, little brother, is there anything?
Just wanna know.
Oh, I thought you was okay. Oh.
Oh no. That was very brief.
Tease, you tease. Anyway,
Yeah,
um,
no.
is there anything that you would like to leave our audience with?
In regards to
Just your words of wisdom.
oh, the words. This is that thing. Oh, the words of
Yeah.
wisdom thing. Oh, okay,
Oh, I'm
cool.
sorry. I'm sorry. You're right. I'll let him do that first. So the find the fake. They want to know what the answer is for the find the fake first. Let's do that first. Which one was the fake, bro?
Hey.
I knew it.
Yeah.
He does not play 3 instruments. He does, however, play 2.
Yeah. I don't play 3. I play 2.
Show off. Anyway,
I mean, I could do something on another instrument, but not enough that I would be like, oh, I'll play this. No, we're not doing that.
play it again. Well, listen, it's 10 o'clock. I know you're having fun. I am too. Okay. You know he'll be back. He's been on the show before.
I have. You don't invite me enough, though.
I'm sorry. My
It's
bad.
okay.
And you will be
It's
back
all right.
soon, okay? Because I love
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
You're welcome. So back to these words of wisdom. What you got?
Words of wisdom. Okay.
The way you did it. Okay, go
Right.
ahead.
Don't laugh at me now. It's
Oh,
about
sorry.
to hit you with some knowledge.
Okay, I'm okay.
Okay. Just because you don't know someone's situation doesn't mean that they don't deserve to be treated with kindness. Everybody is going through something at some point in time. So, with that in mind, treat others how you would like to be treated. Not how they treat
Amen.
you, how you want to be
Right.
treated. If you are to operate in kindness and your goal is to be a light to others, there is no darkness that can dim that light. Okay? So it's our goal, it's our point of existing is so that we can be a light to others. So do that. Be that light. And because we got plenty of darkness, and we ain't got enough light. So
Said that.
and you might be that one light that keeps that person from going all the way to the dark. So that'd be my word. Be the light.
Amen. Amen and
Amen.
amen. I second that.
Thank you.
And as I tell you guys every week, remember to embrace God's perfect design, which is you. And the reason that I say that is because people think that God made a mistake sometimes when they made them. But you are wonderfully and fearfully made. God made you perfect. You understand? It's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. I know that's right. You better say it, Stephen.
That's it.
So just remember to embrace God's perfect design within you. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Remember to embrace.
Yes, ma'am.
God's perfect design, which is you. All right. Until next time.
Next time. Thank you for having me.
Here. Thank you for coming on. We will be here Friday night, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Great show. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. All right. Good night, y'all. Love you.
Night.
Bye.
Oh, we